friends, welcome to my channel. This is the photo that I'm scrapping today. It's a selfie I took. I don't usually take selfies, but I did. And so I'm using the Pink Paisley PAIGE EVANS Turn the Page collection. And I have the 12x12 paper pad, the ephemera pack, the journaling cards, the alpha thickers, and then just like the other thickers. So I have quite a bit to work with from this collection, which is fantastic. What I'm going to do is I was originally going to put white paint on this page because I wanted to tone it down a little bit. I am used to using just plain white cardstock. That's kind of my style, but as of late, I've been challenging myself to use pattern paper because I have so many lovely papers. So that's what I'm doing today, but I didn't have any white paint left, so I used the white gesso, and that was perfect because it covered it enough that it toned down the page, even though it was already toned down a lot. But with my style, couldn't handle too much pattern for background. So I toned it down a little bit, but not too much where you couldn't see the pattern behind it anymore. And this paper is gold foiled. Isn't that so cool? Gold foiled paper. I love it. All right. So the title I wanted for this layout was Brave. The reason for that is because it's kind of like my one little word or whatever it's called for the year for 2017. So I wanted to make a layout about myself, which I never normally do. It's usually about travel or some things that my husband and I are doing. So I thought it would be fun to take this selfie and make the layout about myself and about my word, which is brave. And so it takes me a little while to figure out the title and stuff, but that'll come later. I'm just going to layer up these pieces. This was just the inside of some frame, but I thought it was perfect. I could use it just for a little pattern peeking out. And I'm going to layer these papers, these journaling cards actually. And when I was figuring out what I wanted from this collection, I was like, I don't really journal in layouts, so I won't get the journaling cards. But then I was like, wait, I layer a lot in layouts. So I thought these would be perfect layering pieces. And I just cut off the bottom of that because I figure I can use it for another layout if I want to, because you're not going to be really seeing the rest of it. So that's why I think these journaling cards are fantastic for that. And I cut that doily in half and just used it behind the layers just for a nice little extra touch. And the paper with the gesso is drying on the side, so that's why I'm not laying this all out on my paper. I'm doing it on just my desk because, I'm going to let it dry. And now I'm just kind of going through the pieces and seeing what will work with it. And this is actually my first layout using this collection, and usually when people get new collections and kit boxes or whatever, they say that's the hardest layout. For me, it's the easiest layout. I have so many choices, so many options. I could go any way with it, which I guess is what makes it difficult. But I love that. I love the variety you have with it. I get to use my favorite pieces, and so that's my personal opinion on that. I was really excited to dig into this collection. So I wanted to bring more of that gold foiling in. I don't know if it's gold or whatever. I wanted to bring more of that foiling in, so I put that flower there, that on the left. And I put foam on the back of the layers, and I'm just going to try and line it up with my scissors because I apparently don't have a ruler, and make sure it's in the middle. And like I said, I was struggling with this title, so I put it at the top at first. And then I was trying to look through my stash for other pieces. So I get out these like foam word phrases, and I thought maybe brave girl, but then there wasn't a lot more black going on. So I thought that was just too much for the photo and for the layout. I couldn't find where to put it. And then, so I thought there on the side there, so I left it there for a little bit, but then I changed that and I try above my head, but then I'm like, well, it's covering up my face. Then I tried below and it was blending in too much. So nothing was really working out for me there. But I really wanted Brave to be my title because that is just such a huge part of who I strive to be and a big part of this year, my word for this year. And I've really stuck with it throughout the year. I'm actually involved in a women's leadership program because some studies show that a girl's self-confidence level peaks at the age of 9. So this program is just to help women be brave and confident and take that throughout their life, and equality for men and women, that type of thing. And so that's a program that's actually at my church. So that's what I'm involved in. And the big thing about that is being brave. It doesn't mean you don't have fears. It just means that you are going to try to overcome them and be a positive change in the world. So that's why I chose brave. I think it's a beautiful word and has a lot of meaning to it. So I'm just trying to line up the letters here, and I'm almost done. I'm going to put these stars on. I wanted to bring in that foiling in a third spot, so that's why I put that star there, just to bring it in one more time. So I'm going to put 2 stars on the right side, 2 stars on the left. And I think after that, that'll pretty much finish it off, and you'll get some close-ups of the layout. But I really love how it's still simple and it's still clean and minimalistic, but I used a pattern paper in the background, and I didn't like rip the pages like I usually would. Sorry, I don't know why this is so slow. That's so funny. But I didn't do usually I do, like I film like close-ups of it and then pictures, but I didn't do the filming part. So I thought this hopefully would make up for that. So you can see kind of where the gesso is, and I didn't cover the whole page with it. I just kind of covered the middle. You can see the color difference, and I kind of like that. It just softens everything, but you still get to see how beautiful the paper is. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. I love this collection, and I can't wait to work with it more. I hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.